Hello there guys, Harrison Productions, aka Blair Harrison here. And yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? A lot of stuff has been happening in my life, so I never got a lot of time to do any videos. But now, thankfully, that my course has kind of calmed down a bit, I might get back to normal, but who knows? It'll probably take me another 3 years to actually do another video. Haha, funny. So first off, I just want to say apology if this video is off-putting. Unfortunately, usually I would have the camera behind me on the desk, but unfortunately the fucking sun decided to ruin my shots, and so I look like a fucking villain out of a James Bond movie. So yeah, apologies. And the microphone, there's nowhere else to put it. I just decided to just put it up there because, you know, the length of the arm and all that. I just can't be bothered. Again, poor lighting in here, I'm gonna say. And if my eyes look funny, that's because the fucking sun is shining onto my face and I can't actually see properly. So if I look wonky with my eyes, then you know why. So, you might remember a few ages back, I did kind of a collection kind of update, my DVD and Blu Ray collection, which surprisingly did well, so I thought, why not do another one? But however, I got some other forms of media, not just Blu-rays and DVDs, but also some vinyls and some books even. Oh yes. So this should be fun, so yeah. I guess we'll start with the book since I'm not really an avid book reader, simply because I'm a slow reader and half the time I give up about maybe like 18 pages. I'm a big fan of like biography books. Half the books I've got are mainly like biographies or autobiographies of bands and filmmakers and that, which I really like. But then I saw these two. These are books I've been meaning for ages to read. These are fictional novels and they're spy fiction novels written by a certain Mr. Sir Ian Fleming. Well, I don't think he's called Sir Ian Fleming, but Ian Fleming of all people. Yep, we all know it. That's right. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the novel. No, I'm joking. It's Moonraker and no, not On Her Majesty's Secret Service, From Russia with Love. This might be a surprise to some people. I don't know if I ever said it on camera. Some people might know it on Twitter and that. Seriously, check the Twitter. It's the best. But I am a massive, well, not a massive, but I'm a fan of James Bond. I love the James Bond movies, especially the Eon produced films. I got into these books mainly through Calvin Dyson. I think that's how you say his name. I apologize if I got his name wrong. Bond reviewer. He's a James Bond reviewer, so he reviews all the Bond films and does like, you know, top 10 videos. Even though I don't agree with some of his opinions, I still respect the guy. And one day I was watching one of his videos on, he did a video series on the James Bond novels. Not a lot of them. I think the last time he's up till Doctor No, I think it was the last one. So, but I thought maybe it's about time I finally give these novels a chance. I've been meaning for years to read them. I know that they are far different from the movies, and let's just say the politics at the time is very interesting. But I picked these two because these are considered the best. But yeah, cannot wait to finally read them. Sorry if this is not informative. I've not read these books, and all I know is that Moonraker is different from, well, the novel is different from the film. Because I don't think it actually takes place on space. Does it not? I don't know. Next we have Alfred Hitchcock. This is the Alfred Hitchcock The Masterpiece collection released by Universal. Now this does not include all of Alfred Hitchcock's movies. Well, not everyone he did, but this has all the movies he did for Universal. Though, of course, we all know Psycho was originally by Paramount Pictures, but somehow Universal Studios got the rights to that movie, which I'm still confused about, but you know. These have a bunch of good films I like. What are the films actually? Oh gosh, I can't even remember. What are they? Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, Rope, The Trouble with Harry, Money with Sean Connery of James Bond. Funny how we mentioned that. Frenzy, Family Plot, Rear Window, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Vertigo, The Birds, Torn Curtain, Topaz, and Psycho. That's probably out of order, but I'm only reading from the back. I've been meaning for years to watch all of his movies. I've only seen probably about 6, but the ones I do like, I like Vertigo. That's probably, I think we can all agree, it's possibly his best film. it's my favorite Hitchcock film. North by Northwest, which isn't on this, but I love that film with Cary Grant. He's great. Love that. Psycho and Frenzy. I think Frenzy is a really underrated flick by him. Because that film was released like during, like, I guess towards the end of his career. It's a really good film. I recommend it. It's really good. So yeah, sorry if this is short. I've not seen a lot of Hitchcock's films, but I will plan to. I finally, after these years, I can finally watch half the movies by the master of suspense. So another director I also picked is Sergio Leone with The Man with No Name trilogy, featuring the 3 classic films A Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More, and The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly, or El Buono, El Brutto, El Cattivo. I think that's how you say it. Oh gosh. Apologies for my bad Italian pronunciation. I love these movies. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is one of my all-time favourite movies. I think it's... Can I say it's number 1? Yeah, fuck it. It's probably the number 1 greatest movie in my opinion. I haven't seen it in a long time. I can't describe the plot, but I think that's the best. In my opinion, just go and watch the movie itself, because I don't want to ruin it. It's one of the best films you will ever watch. Only downside is the length of the film is a bit too long, but I really recommend it. But personally, I'd say go watch all these. These are really good films. This is the brand new release by MGM from... When this came out? 2014? Yeah, 2014 this was. I only got it now. This is what I call the good edition, because there was a previous version of this. I think it was like a different like picture or something. It looked like something like this. It was fine for a fistful of dollars and for a few dollars more. The transfers were good. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is kind of controversial. That had a really bad transfer from what I see. I did saw it. I didn't really notice, but it was probably that bad I didn't even notice. So thankfully MGM listened to the folks and they actually did a proper job with the transfer of Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And now we got this version, which looks like that. You can't probably see because of the bloody lighting. But yeah, recommend it. Gotta love some spaghetti westerns. Love this stuff. And speaking of spaghetti westerns, that's what I have. A bunch of spaghetti westerns. Another director I got is the second Sergio in the spaghetti western genre. We have Sergio Corbucci with The Mercenary, starring Franco Nero and Tony Massanti. Oh, and Jack Palance as well. I've not seen this movie, but I've heard this is supposedly a good film. I've been dying for ages to see this movie. I remember, like, before now, this movie was rare. There was no way you could get it. The only way you could get it was like I think like a German DVD release, but the only problem was there was no English subtitles, so that's a problem, innit? But thankfully, the good old people at 88 Films released this version, and finally, folks like you and me can actually watch what is probably considered one of Corbucci's best spaghetti westerns. Well, it's not my favorite, but I do heard it's supposed to be good, so I'm really excited to finally see it. So yeah, The Mercenary. I guess we'll start this one. This is by a company called Wild East Productions. They're a DVD distribution company that distributes a lot of Italian films. So I got this one because this was on Amazon for a decent price. Because I don't know if this is out of print or not, but I had to get it. We have Kill 'Em All and Come Back Alone. This is a film I've not seen, but this is supposed to be a really good one. It's directed by Enzo G. Castellari, the same director of the original Inglourious Basterds film, before Tarantino decided to do his own version of Inglourious Basterds. All I know about this film is basically, I think it's like, how many is this? 7? Yeah, I think it's like 7 bounty hunters. That's it. Bounty hunters are hired to find this gold, but one of them must come back alone. But this is supposed to be really good. So yeah, Kill 'Em All, Come Back Alone. Cannot wait to see this. Another one from Wild East Productions, we have Death Rides a Horse. Now, there is the MGM DVD release from like 2005, but this is considered the better one because of the special features. This is the kind of the classic spaghetti western with Lee Van Cleef and John Philip Law. I haven't seen this film yet. I've heard it's supposed to be good. All I know about this film is that Tarantino was influenced by this film, and he referenced this movie in Kill Bill. Some of the shots are similar, and the music, even some of the music by the maestro Ennio Morricone, appears in Kill Bill. So yeah, cannot wait to see this. So Death Rides a Horse, cannot wait to see this movie. Next, we have another film I've also not seen. Oh gosh, but I really am wanting to see it. We have, from 88 Films, the Super Inframan, or Inframan. The Chinese knockoff film of like the kaiju movies. You know, like Godzilla, or more predominantly like the superhero robot kind of shows like Ultraman and Spectre-Man, you know. This is a film I've been meaning to see ages. The first time I saw this movie, well, or even heard about, was James Rolfe when he did the Cinemassacres Monster Madness Campathon. He did an episode or video on not Spectre-Man, Inframan, sorry. And I'm thinking, it looks bonkers and I want to see it. So thankfully, the good old people at 88 Films have released it. So cannot wait to see what it looks like. This is the film that won some awards last year and probably controversial. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. I've got Bohemian Rhapsody, the fictional biographical film. Well, not biographical, docudrama film about Queen, mainly Freddie Mercury. And before anyone moans, oh, but it's not accurate. Yeah, look, I enjoyed the movie, alright? Look, it's good popcorn, fun, entertainment. There are some emotional scenes. I just like it. I haven't seen it since the cinema, so I plan on rewatching it. But I really like it. Rami Malek, I think, was amazing as Freddie Mercury. I honestly thought it was like Freddie Mercury was resurrected just to come back just for this one movie. And I think it was, I think it's great. You know, some great shots on that. Only criticism I have of this film is the editing. The editing's a bit, but overall, I don't think it's not going to harm anybody. Well, maybe Queen fans, but you know what these people are like. They like to be Mr. Correcto, who want every information to be every film. Even though it's a docudrama, of course they're going to get everything inaccurate. Because they're trying to make the facts into a drama, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'll get that rant out of the way. But yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. Good film. In my opinion, at least. This is a film that came out, when was this, like 2017? I only got it till now. We have Call Me By Your Name. This is a film I've been meaning to watch for ages. I've not seen this movie, but I've heard it's supposed to be good, so yeah, I can't really say much, but yeah, Call Me By Your Name. Okay, finally, we're going to do records. So, I guess we'll start with these two records. We have some David Bowie records, because I love me some David Bowie. We have Aladdin Sane, and, try and make sure I don't hit the microphone. We have Diamond Dogs. I found these in a clothing shop for some reason. I can't remember the name, but basically, I was looking for some sunglasses, and I found these. These were cheap. I think they were like 10 quid each. So I was like, deal, I'll take it. So Aladdin Sane is of course the follow-up to Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. I call this Ziggy Stardust 2. Not as good as Ziggy Stardust, but it's not bad. I mean, there are some great tracks. Aladdin Sane, that's great. Panic in Detroit, Cracked Actor, and probably the best track on the album, Gene Genie. Gotta love Gene Genie. Basically, I call this Ziggy Stardust 2 in America, because that's what it is. I think it's a concept album. It's basically Ziggy Stardust in America. I'll try and make it big in America. Doesn't that sound a bit familiar? In case you didn't know, it was a Bowie reference. Diamond Dogs, love the cover, but I never actually heard the whole album. The only thing I've heard from this album is, it's Rebel Rebel on this. Rebel, that's it. And 1984, I love those tracks. They are great. I need to give this one another chance. I came into this album very late in my Bowie period when I was discovering his albums. But overall, I hope this is good. So yeah, some David Bowie. Next we have Brian Eno, Ambient 1, music for airports. Oh, here we go. Someone's gonna moan. Oh, Blair Harrison's back out again with the ambient. Yeah, I mean, this was released last year. This was part of the half-speed remasters they've been doing recently of Eno's work. I think it was like 2017 they did his first three solo albums, and Before and After Science, which I call is more pop records. They're kind of, pop art records, which are really good. And now they've done the kind of ambient stuff. So you got Discrete Music, Ambient 1, Ambient 4, and what's the other one? Oh, what's the one before Ambient 4? Music for Films, that's it. Probably got that wrong, but love this record. This is one of the greatest ambient records. It's hard to describe because it's ambient music. But this is where I think Eno kind of, or the ambient Eno really started with this album personally. Yeah, Discrete Music was the first, but I think this is where you get the classic Eno here. Love the first track with Robert Wyatt on the piano. Love that track. I never get sick of hearing that one. So yeah, Ambient 1 by Brian Eno. Pretty good stuff. And finally, this album. This was a surprise find. I've already posted this on Instagram, but I'm going to show you again. We have A Rainbow in Curved Air by Terry Riley. This is one of my all-time favorite records. Funny enough, 2019, this year marks the 50th anniversary. Well, not the date. I don't know what day it was. All I know is that it was released in 1968. This album's 50 years old, but it doesn't sound outdated. It still sounds irrelevant, surprisingly. Terry Riley is minimalist music, and it's hard to describe, but basically, there was a documentary ages ago by the BBC, Minimalism Drones. This title, I cannot remember, but it was a really good documentary. I recommend it, discover it. But I discovered Terry Riley ages ago. I think the first time I heard him was when I watched a documentary on Mike Oldfield, because of course Riley influenced Mike Oldfield with Tubular Bells, and I think the second time was Bubba O'Reilly by The Who, which of course Townsend was influenced by. Where do you think the organ kind of sound came from, and the name Riley? But most notably, it was The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy radio series. That's where I discovered Terry Riley. I thought, right, we need to discover this guy. And of course, Darren Locke, the reviewer of Prog Review, he got me into this. So, Terry Riley, this is a great record. It's two long pieces. We have the title track and Poppy No Good and the Phantom Band. Excellent stuff. Really recommend. If you're a fan of electronic music or minimalist music in general, or where Brian Eno and other artists like him got their influences from, check out this album. You will be surprised and amazed by how brilliant it is. And that is it. Sorry if this video has been a mess and I probably wasn't looking into the lens properly. You could tell the sun, I've been distracted by the sun, because the light is just shining in my face that you probably can't see, and it's hard to look into the camera properly. But sorry if this is a mess. I thought I'd just get this out of the way, do a quick video. I plan on doing more eventually. I don't know when the next one is, but hopefully I will maybe just let you know. Just keep a lookout on the notifications and you'll find out. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time for another video. Take care, folks. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to see more, then please hit that like button on this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can check me out on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can check out my awful music at SoundCloud, which will be fun. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time for another video. Take care, folks.